Certainly, we see a lot of crooked tosses, but very rarely do they have them toss it again.
And same result. Rafe LaFrance mistimed his leap. So Sacramento, here we go. After polishing off Dallas, scoring 123 points on the 15th of last month. But that, of course, was with Chris Webber and the defense of Dallas creating a turnover in the first opportunity. Mavs playing much better defense this year overall. They allow their opponents to score just over 92 points a game. Rafe LaFrance, 2-0 Dallas.
Well, early pick and roll. Steve Nash finding LaFrance on a dash to the hoop, delivered perfectly.
Now Blotty against Rafe, and it's a little too hard off the glass, and Nowitzki pulls it down.
Certainly Blotty can take Rafe LaFrance in deep, much bigger, stronger. Certainly had an easy look that time.
And LaFrance no good from downtown, but Nowitzki follows up, and he had a three, but now they set up the offense.
That'll be a tough matchup for Vlade guarding LaFrance. LaFrance is a perimeter player. Vlade will have to go out, challenge that outside shot.
Now Stojakovic on Nowitzki. 10 to shoot. And the rebound, Christie. One thing about Dallas, like Sacramento, they are not a good rebounding team. The Mavs have only out-rebounded their opponent 14 times this year. And Hedo Turkoglu from Doug Christie. Nicely done. So Sacramento ties the game at 2 with a minute 15 gone by. And Michael Finley, nice adjustment as Devons had come over, but a little bit late.
Well, Michael Finley had very good position, but used that great athleticism to free up for the shot.
Now Christie from 17. Doug Christie, his first basket.
Well, Doug playing with a lot of confidence. Outstanding pass, and now hoop. And just the early action.
Now Devons comes out to show on Nash. That's just great ball movement. Beautiful play as Nowitzki finds LaFrance, and Rafe has 4 points.
Well, Mavs really taking advantage of Vlade showing out on those pick and rolls, getting the big screener to dive directly to the hoop.
Now Hedo creating space around Nash, and that's a little bit off the mark. Now Christie on a switch. Finley will be able to post on Bibby. Now right back to Nash. And Stojakovic with the rebound.
Steve Nash, no one does those running one-handers better. That time bounced off the back of the rim.
Bibby frees up. And so the Sacramento backcourt already showing the improvement from Sunday, as both Doug Christie and Mike Bibby have hit their shots, and we're tied at 6.
Well, I think Mike Bibby and Doug Christie both know they're going to have opportunities to score against this Mavericks defense. They have consistently when they played.
Nowitzki in close. And Devons with the rebound. Slapped away, but Roger Bell not able to save. 3 minutes, 2 seconds into this first quarter. Sacramento opening up 3 of 5. Dallas 3 of 7. Stojakovic eludes Bell, goes all the way and draws the foul. Something we saw Paige do very well on Sunday, Jerry, when he scored 31. He had 7 or 8 layups in that game.
Well, just being aggressive. Here you see putting the ball on the floor, getting to the basket, draws the contact. Roger Bell in there to defend Paige Stojakovic, not able to on that play.
Rafe LaFrance picks up the foul as first. See, Paige was the Sacramento offense, and he misses the free throw.
Well, Paige missed 3 against Houston, really un-Paige-alike.
Yep, and 2 at one time. And the Kings have the first lead. One thing that Sacramento did, Jerry, they practiced in this building yesterday, and they also came over this morning for shoot-around. So the familiarity with the building is certainly a plus for Sacramento with 2 workouts in a span of 24 hours.
Yeah, I think that always helps, especially, like you say, to have a good practice, a good 2-hour practice as well.
Now Bell with 2 on the shot clock. And a rebound against Sacramento, so they are doing a nice job on that end of the floor with the rebound. Turkoglu sets up Devons. He takes a bump, and he puts it in. No whistle. And Vlade Devons and the Kings with a 3-point lead.
Well, good passing by the Kings, seeing good ball move both teams.
LaFrance from downtown, and we're tied at 9.
Well, that's what he does. Grateful Friends, an outstanding spot shooter. You really have got to take that away from him. Make him put the ball on the floor or move it.
The Friends has 7 points on 3 of 4 shooting.
Very tough matchup for Vlade. Just not used to going out on the floor.
Bibby to Divac. And Vlade Divac has his second basket. And the Kings lead by 2. Every starter for Sacramento on the board. Steve Nash, along with Nowitzki and Bell, have yet to score for Dallas.
Well, Kings able to penetrate almost at will, so they're getting some easy looks. Of course, so are the Dallas Mavericks.
Finley. And there's Christie with the rebound. A little fancy there. I don't know if that rolled off his hands, but Sacramento looks to start on the break. And Turkoglu. And again, another beautiful pass from Doug Christie. And Sacramento has a 4-point lead.
Well, Doug has consistently been pushing the action, forcing the ball up the floor. That time got Hedo Turkoglu ahead, got an easy hoop.
And nice defense by Sacramento. So Jerry already with 6:52 left. Good ball movement and good defense at the other end of the floor.
Well, you see the great pass from Doug Christie, pushing the basketball, delivering the ball ahead to Hedo Turkoglu. Kings going to have to do a little better job of that high pick and roll. Vlade really showing out and helping, but maybe he's going to be more concerned about getting back and closing out the big guy cutting to the hoop.
Sacramento on a 9-3 run. First quarter action, leading by 4. Peja forced that, and it's an air ball. Stojakovic not able to connect, and it leads to fast break points. That's what happens when you take a bad shot.
Well, a bad shot by Peja, then a bad play by Doug Christie, trying to make a steal in midcourt. You must get back, stop the basketball, protect the basket.
Bibby gets right around Dirk Nowitzki. Oh, what a move by Bibby, and that draws some oohs and ahs from the crowd here in Dallas.
Play, Mike Bibby, little scoop to the hoop.
4 points for Bibby, and the Kings lead by 4. We approach the halfway point of the first. Rafe LaFrance, and he misses from downtown, and only purple jerseys around the glass down there, Jerry. It's hard to believe.
Yeah, white shirts, they don't even try to get an offensive rebound.
And the Kings again take a quick shot, Jerry, and now Nash in transition. Nowitzki, the trailer, a 3. And Christie comes out 1-on-3 for Sacramento. And he loses it. And Divac stepped in front of Nash, and so the Kings and Mavericks exchange turnovers. Hedo, Doug Christie, looking like, how about Magic Johnson in his prime with some of these passes, Jerry? That's his 3rd assist already.
Magic Christie, Don Nelson wants to talk about it. He's seen enough of Doug for a couple of minutes.
At a 6-point Sacramento lead. 5:23 left, first quarter. And a great start for the Kings.
Found themselves with some adversity. Chris Webber helping the Kings get out quickly. They were able to run, have some fun. Webb had 31, but the Mavs came back. Doug Christie went down with the ankle sprain. Back to the locker room, it looked horrible. It got worse when Peja went down, but Doug reappeared, told the coach, I'm ready to go. He came out, and he was like a house of fire. With a slam dunk, he finished with 25 rebounds. 14 of his points came in the fourth quarter, and the Kings were absolutely fantastic. There you see Mike Bibby drilling the long ball. He finished with 20, as 4 of the 5 Kings starters finished with 19 or more points. The only guy not in double figures was Peja. He had to leave with that tough ankle injury, but the Kings have played very well here, at least if you count the playoffs. Brandon, Jerry, back to you.
All right, Coach and Doug Christie. Look at the numbers on him. He's doing it all here in the first quarter. The Mavericks have gone to Nick Van Exel. Nick Van Exel replacing Steve Nash here in the first quarter.
I think Steve twisted his ankle slightly on that last play where Vlade Divac intercepted that pass.
Boy, he doesn't take long to get going, does he? Van Exel, 3 ball.
Well, Nick Van Exel's been an all-star in this league. Certainly, we saw him make the big game winner last night against Utah. Has done that on many occasions.
It's a tougher matchup for Mike Bibby, isn't it, than Steve Nash?
It really is. He's not as much of a playmaker, but really more of a one-on-one player.
8 to shoot. Stojakovic. And he draws the foul, and he gets the basket. And a chance for a 3-point play and a 5-point Sacramento lead.
Well, you see Peja just working Roger Bell down to the position. He wants a little ball fake, gets the contact, then goes through with his shooting motion right in the well. A little ball fake, you see, draws the contact, always under control here. Just a nice one-on-one move, Peja Stojakovic.
And Peja with the free throw, he has 4 points. That's the first foul on Bell. Sacramento shooting nearly 70% here in the first quarter, and they lead by 6.
Yeah, that performance by Doug Christie in the playoffs last year, I think one of the most courageous that I've seen.
And look at the slap away by Christie, but Stojakovic, look at Christie again. Doug Christie doing it all. Oh, boy, what effort by number 13.
Well, there must be something on this court. I think Doug Christie has just grown another 2 inches. Watch him come from behind Michael Finley, swat the ball away with that great quickness that he has, then hustles, dives instinctively on the floor. Another look, Doug from behind, smacks. Say, get that out of here, Michael. Doesn't hesitate, dives on the floor. Boy, just a great individual effort play.
And it's controlled by Dallas. Christie mistimed his jump there. Van Exel gets a screen, and now Divac has to come out and show. And Van Exel is short. Divac with the rebound. Kings out-rebounded the Mavericks by 3, 9-6. Turkoglu against Dirk Nowitzki. Yes.
Well, just a terrific one-on-one play. Hedo Turkoglu took the big all-star Dirk Nowitzki, just a little step back. Boy, that was smooth.
8 points for Hedo Turkoglu. Now Finley. Stojakovic stops him at the baseline. That was good defense by Pesha. Now Finley goes outside and is short. And Christie, he's everywhere on the floor, and he runs it down.
Well, if you keep Michael Finley shooting jump shots, that's a good thing. Certainly can make them, but great going to the basket.
And Stojakovic wide open. And Sacramento's got it going here in the first quarter against the Mavericks. A 10-point lead at 24-14, and Stojakovic has 6.
And created by Doug Christie again with a great penetrating move.
3 minutes, 30 seconds left, first quarter.
So far, the big three have not been particularly big three. Nick Van Exel has come off the bench, provided a lot of spark already, though.
Stojakovic, speaking of 3, how's that for a triple, baby?
Peja Stojakovic says, you guys want to play transition basketball? I can play it with anybody who's ever played it.
Stojakovic and Turkoglu combined 17. Yeah, you talk about the big 3 there, combined 1 of 9. Nowitzki, Nash, and Finley not on target here, early moments. Bell against Divac. And Vlade, nice job defensively. Hedo stops in front of Nowitzki. Here comes the Kings, 2-on-1. Mike Bibby to finish it off, and this first quarter is all Sacramento, reminiscent of what we saw on the 15th of January back at Arco Arena, and Don Nelson has seen enough. He wants a 20-second timeout. That will change into a full Sacramento playing their A game here in the first quarter. We'll be right back. Rigaudeau has come into the game, Jerry, the European player that the Dallas Mavericks picked up a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, the 31-year-old Frenchman, Antoine Rigaudeau, certainly has been struggling, has not made shots. They feel like he'll give them another consistent shooter once he adjusts. Obviously, it may take time.
Also, Walt Williams in. LaFrenz and Van Exel stay on the floor along with Finley. Van Exel, and he misses from 3. And again, only purple jerseys around the iron for the Sacramento Kings. Doing a marvelous job rebounding. Now Stojakovic against the smaller Van Exel. A little bit short, and the rebound, Walt Williams.
Yeah, Peja probably faded a little more than he needed to on that. Great play by Mike Bibby, just faked at Van Exel. Van Exel thought he would have to spin, did, and lost his footing.
That's the 3rd Dallas turnover.
He says to the official, I didn't fall by myself, but actually that's exactly what he did.
Yes, he did. Divac. And Vlade short, just did not climb over the iron. And Vlade Divac has to go back on defense. 29-16, Van Exel kicks out Rigaudeau. Boy, that missed by 2 feet.
Yeah, that didn't look like the stroke of a great shooter, did it?
No. Christie sets up Bibby. Another good pass by Doug Christie and the Kings.
Well, that stroke by Mike Bibby did look like the stroke of a great shooter.
Well, Bibby has hit 4 of 5. Keon Clark will check in at the next whistle. Minute 25 left. It's 31-16. Sacramento sizzling 14 of 20 floor. Dallas at 7 of 21.
King still in that zone really has created some problems for the Mavericks. That time Finley able to penetrate it and get a nice short jumper off the glass.
Second basket for Finley. He has 4. Stojakovic launches a 3. Yes. Peja Stojakovic in double figures with 12.
Peja Stojakovic is feeling it, and Kings fans know when he gets that feeling, he can put up huge shooting numbers.
Van Exel is fouled. No basket. And the Kings, Hedo Turkoglu picking up his first. And Keon Clark will come in for Vlade Divac.
Well, watch Nick Van Exel just takes on the defense. Pito Turkoglu able to draw the contact. Very difficult guy to stay in front of, but that's exactly what you've got to do.
All right, Sean Bradley's coming in for Rafe LaFrance. Keon Clark in as well.
Now, this will certainly change the Dallas formation offensively. Sean Bradley, not known as a deep shooter, can shoot the 12, 14 footers.
Well, the Kings have teamed up this season with Raley's and Bel Air to present the SK Kids Club. Kings fans between the ages of 5 and 16 can enjoy a number of member benefits, including automatic entry in the Royal Court Kids Sweepstakes. To sign up, stop by your local Raley's or Bel Air store, or click on the SK Kids Club link on Kings.com. Well, Van Exel has provided the spark off the Dallas bench. He is 7 points. It's 34-20. Under a minute left here in the opening quarter, which has been controlled by Sacramento. Christie wide open, but the ball was knocked away at the end. And Dallas comes up with it.
Tough break for the Kings. As I say, I think Mavs got just a finger on that ball.
And Keon Clark fouls Michael Finley, who will go to the line.
Well, Michael Finley's one of those guys so athletic. You're not going to block the ball while it's in his hand going to the basket. Watch Michael Finley. Keon goes for the ball while it's still in his hands. He's too athletic, can always change position. You really just need to wait till it leaves his hand, then go for the block.
And the lead is 13 for Sacramento. Boy, I'll tell you, what a start for Rick Outeman and his ball club after the atrocious performance Sunday in Houston. This is exactly what he was hoping for and probably expecting from this veteran ball club. He knew that this team, after the practice yesterday and the very focused shoot-around this morning, was definitely ready to go. Stojakovic, a long three. Peja Stojakovic with 15 first quarter points.
Well, Page just wants to send a little reminder that he's not going to the All-Star game by accident. He's going there for a reason. Nobody's been shooting the ball better than Page in the last month.
Of course, it helps when you're unguarded, too.
Well, I don't know if it makes any difference to Page. I don't think it makes a bit of difference. Hard to guard somebody from 30 feet.
Van Exel, a second different on the shot clock. The running left-hander is good with 5 seconds left. Bibby one at the horn. Nope. And that, though, will cap off a tremendous 12 minutes. Stojakovic, 5 of 7, 2 of 3 from the line, 15 points. And he has hit all 3 from downtown. 1 quarter in the books. He has been sizzling with 15 points.
Well, Peja has been looking for his shot. His teammates have been looking for Peja. And the basket seems to be looking for Peja's ball as well, because it's going in.
Well, look at that. Nash and Nowitzki, nothing.
That may be the first time all year that those two have not produced a single point in the first quarter.
Showing the effects of perhaps a ball club that played a tight game last night where they won in Salt Lake City on a Nick Van Exel 3 with 13 seconds left.
Well, Kings fans know how tough it is to go into Utah and just play a game, much less win one. Boy, the Utah Jazz really put you through a ringer.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and you know that you've been in a ball game, boy, when you go against them for 48 minutes. All right, Van Exel and Nash. Jim Jackson has come in to guard Van Exel with Bradley, Rigodeau, and Williams. Now the kick out to Walt Williams, and his three is short. Rigodeau with an offensive rebound. Gives Nash a second opportunity. And it's a 10-point game.
Well, that rebound by Rigodeau, I think, really surprised the Kings. Not used to anybody going for the offensive board. Resulted in a second chance opportunity.
Stojakovic kicks out Jim Jackson. His 2-point field goal is good. Kings shooting over 70% here in the first half, and the lead is 39-27.
Well, that quick passing against the zone creates open shot opportunities.
Now Bradley posting on Clark. Shot clock is winding down for Steve Nash. Good Sacramento defense, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. Good Sacramento defense, and they'll get it back after the 4th Dallas turnover.
The Kings taking away those first and second options from the Mavs. That time they really weren't able to get into anything deeper.
Now Mike Bibby with 10 left on the 24. Good ball movement. Hedo And Hito knocks down the long ball. Sacramento 4-4 from beyond the arc, and it's 42-27. Turkoglu with 11, Stojakovic with 15. They're dominating this first half.
Well, King's doing a great job moving the ball before the double team is clearly formed. That just puts the Mavs running out at open shooters, and certainly King's open shooters are making shots.
Bradley against Clark. Rebound Stojakovic. Nowitzki will check in at the next stoppage. Clark will try it. A little bit short on the reverse.
Now, tough angle to come back with your left hand.
Speaking of left hands, Van Exel normally automatic from that range, but it rolls off. Stojakovic with Nash defending. Jackson, 8 to shoot. And good Dallas defense, but it's out of bounds. It will stay King's ball, and that will allow Dirk Nowitzki to come in.
Yeah, Walt Williams just fell down on that play, and actually by falling down got in the way of King's offensive players.
I'm amazed at Nash. He's a tough customer, boy. You know, we've seen him in the past. He's guarded Peja Stojakovic. Sometimes they have him guarding your center.
Yeah, no, he's just a great competitor. I think
Yes,
he's one of the
he
guys that no one knew he'd be this good when he came to the league, but he certainly is.
And shot by Bibby, not able to fall. It stays 42-27. 9.5 left here in the first half. Now Dirk Nowitzki, 0-4 in the ball game. That's just great defense by Stojakovic.
He just stayed right down, stayed big, did not take the head fake. You can't play it better than that.
Hito hurt a little bit as he limps up court, and Peja short. Rebound Bradley. Hito got banged on the thigh, and we'll check on him. See how he moves.
Yeah, he's rubbing that above the knee.
Bradley. Kings say thank you very much. And some boos coming from the crowd here in Dallas. Bibby gets by everybody, and he's fouled. Mike Bibby, now they're going to call it the other way. Going to call an offensive foul, and he just now realizes the call's going against him. Timeout on the floor. 8 minutes and 49 seconds left. We're in the second quarter, and the Kings lead at 42-27.
Pretty well here recently. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. We play well in this building. We're shooting the ball well. We're moving it around. Defensively, we're stepped up our game tonight. So this is a dangerous team, though. Hopefully it can last.
Kings and Mavericks, a lot of people see them as mirror images. Is there a good professional rivalry with these two teams as well?
Oh, yeah. We love Mark Cuban. He's done a lot for this team. And, you know, we've tried to build what we've done in Sacramento. So we're both very competitive. We want to win tonight, though. It's important for us. It's a big game.
Heard these guys on the radio here in Dallas earlier today. Heard you talking about the team. Heard him talking about barbecue and steaks, for crying out loud. Is that all you guys do, is to talk about the food down here? Is it good barbecue?
We judge a city by the restaurants. It's a great city.
All right, it's a great game so far, guys. Good luck tonight. Grant and Jerry, back to you.
Yeah, and there's Mark Cuban, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, and right now he's seeing his team trail 42-27. Williams, and the long rebound. Nowitzki kicks out Nash. Stojakovic now on Dirk. Nowitzki trying to get on the scoreboard. Short. Tipped in though by Bradley. Dirk Nowitzki 0 of 6. And the Kings largely responsible for that. They are playing him tough. Damon Jones is in the game for Sacramento along with Jim Jackson, Stojakovic, Clark, and Christie. Peja. Short.
But took a little bit of a tough shot. Walt Williams defended that pretty well.
Nowitzki. And he's still cold. Van Exel runs it down.
Well, the Mavericks are just getting a lot of second chance opportunities now, so Kings definitely not doing the job on the boards that we saw in the first quarter.
Dallas shooting 33%. Williams. A three-point field goal by Walt Williams, and the lead is 10.
Well, that's the second three-pointer that the Mavs have made with a second chance opportunity.
Dallas bench providing 14 points. Now Jim Jackson steps out. Short. Kings now all of a sudden going cold. Nowitzki. Still not able to find the handle. He's 0 of 8. And a bad pass almost picked off by Sean Bradley. It will stay Sacramento ball.
That's a little scary. Dirk Nowitzki getting some open looks, not able to connect. You know, that's not going to last the entire game.
Surprised they haven't gotten to Stojakovic with Walt Williams guarding. There's no way Walt Williams can guard Peja Stojakovic. Clark challenging Bradley. Nicely done. Keon Clark showing the long wingspan.
Well, Keon going right over there and around the 7'6" Bradley, showing he's about as long as Bradley is.
Stojakovic working hard. He's played the entire game so far. And now Nowitzki will have to be double teamed as they got caught on a mismatch. Van Exel, a corner three. And this time it's pulled down by Damon Jones. Turkoglu will check in at the next whistle. Christie stops, pops, no, but he was fouled. And he'll go to the line for two.
Watch Keon Clark taking Bradley in low, using the left hand just over the top of it. Barely gets over those outstretched arms of the 7'6" Bradley.
First foul on Steve Nash. And Doug Christie to the line for the first time. Kings 2 of 3 in the ball game from the stripe. Well, the Sacramento Bee wants to offer your kids the chance to practice like the Kings. Be one of the first 25 people to call an order, new subscription, or extend your current one for your chance to win. Call 1-800-2-THE-BEE right now, or check out kings.com for more information. Well, right now, Sacramento up 13. Doug Christie, 3 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds.
Well, right now, the Dallas Mavericks going with a small team. Really 3 guards and 2 forwards.
Nash from the foul line. Damon Jones pulls it down. Dallas 12 of 37 shooting.
Doug Christie able to bother Steve Nash on that shot.
Jim Jackson leans in, and Michael Finley was there to defend him. Nash looks for Van Exel. 3 ball. You got to find Van Exel in transition.
Well, that's what this Mavericks team they like to do. Push the ball up, look to shoot the 3 in transition. Whether it's Van Exel, Nowitzki, Nash, Finley, anybody will do it.
Dallas 5 of 11 from 3-point land. Backdoor Hito, and Keon Clark passing the ball beautifully.
That was just perfect. Just a real quick underhanded throw, and Hito, nice catch and finish.
48-35, 13 for Hito Turkoglu. And a pushing foul on Damon Jones, and that will give us a mandatory timeout. We're in the first half with 5 minutes and 35 seconds left, and Sacramento up by 13.
By Jim Jackson, and knocking it down, moving out the basketball. Keon finds him for a layup. Simply doing a little bit of everything for this basketball team. You see 13 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, a steal. So Hito is at his best.
All right, Nash in with Finley, Williams, Nowitzki, Van Exel. 8 to shoot. Nash around a Walt Williams screen. 2 to shoot. Williams. And oh my, as the shot clock was going down, they call a foul, and it's 3 free throws. Oh, that's a tough one there for Keon Clark.
Yeah, just Keon, of course, back to the shot clock, didn't really have a knowledge of what the shot clock said, but there you see, went for the basketball, just not a good play.
Yeah, that was a mental error with the shot clock literally between 1 and 0. Probably would have been a shot clock violation. But it is what it is, and Walt Williams to the line. Well, make sure you're with us next Tuesday at 7 for more exciting Kings basketball on Fox Sports Net. As is air. That's right, Michael Jordan and the Wizards visiting Arco Arena, probably the last visit for MJ. You can also listen to it on Sports 1140 KHTK and the Kings Radio Network. Williams makes the second.
Certainly a little less air between Michael's shoes and the floor than there used to be,
yep.
But still an excellent player, one of the best in the league still.
Well, didn't he have over 40 points the other night?
Yeah, he sure did.
I mean, he can still do it.
He can still do it.
48-37. Kings led by 16 earlier. Still up by double digits. Clark. Oh, Keon Clark. My goodness. What reach, Jerry, with that left hand.
Well, just swooped to the hoop by Keon. I think Dirk Nowitzki forgot that he's left-handed and gave him that route, and Keon took it.
50-37. Now they look for Finley off the double pick. And Michael Finley with 8 points. 50-39, 4:45 left here in the half.
Well, the Mavs really staying in this game on second chance point opportunities here in the second quarter.
Keon Clark showing that he can shoot the ball from outside. He's got 6. And it's 52-39. And once again, Keon Clark providing huge minutes off the Sacramento bench. And there's Jim Jackson fouling Nowitzki. And he came over to double team. And Nowitzki will finally try to get on the scoreboard, this time from the line.
Well, Dirk Nowitzki being guarded by Damon Jones spins away from the contact, takes it to the hoop. You'll see the help defense. Jim Jackson comes over.
Oh, come on. They're calling that a flagrant foul? Oh, you got to be kidding me. That's terrible.
That just makes no sense. We'll see Nowitzki come for it. Jackson here is going for the ball. Now, he does. He comes down on him, but he's going for the basketball. Clearly, he's going for the basketball. Yeah, there's no question he hits Dirk Nowitzki after he goes for the basketball, but that's not the way the rule is written, to my understanding. I mean, it was a clean play. He goes for the ball. Just not able to get it. My goodness.
In all fairness, Nowitzki's pump fake allowed, that's why he got hit in the head.
Yeah,
I mean, that's not a flagrant foul.
Absolutely not.
That's terrible.
Oh, I think the officials are missing this call consistently around the league.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's 52-41. That allows Nowitzki to get 2 points. And now they get the ball, so it could be a 4, maybe a 5-point play. Williams now on the floor, drops it back for Van Exel. And that was just good defense by Christie, and the Kings come out of it. Doug Christie defending very well in the corner. Bibby from 17 feet, swish. 10 for Mike Bibby.
That's exactly the way you run a break. If the ball isn't stopped and you don't have your wingman to hit, you just pull up, take the shot. That's what Mike did.
And Nowitzki gets around Jim Jackson. Dirk Nowitzki with his first field goal. He's 1 of 9. That makes it 54-43 with 3:45 left in the half.
Well, Dirk doing what great scorers do when you're not making your outside shot. Find a way to get to the line or get to the basket.
Bibby backdoor. Oh, a pretty reverse. He saw Nowitzki coming over, and he went to the other side of the hole.
Nice little drop-off pass from Jim Jackson to create that open look.
Williams from downtown. No good. And a loose ball foul is called on Mike Bibby.
Watch Mike Bibby, little drop off. Jim Jackson sees Nowitzki coming, just swoops a little further, takes it to the other side of the basket, says you can't block it over here, partner.
Second foul on Bibby, fourth team foul on Sacramento. Mike Bibby, 6 of 9 floor, 56-43. Now Stojakovic guarding Michael Finley. And Peja fouls him. That's the first on Stojakovic. And Finley will go to the line where he's 2 of 2 in the first half.
Watch Michael Finley just one-on-one trying to get past Peja there. You see a little contact. Peja looks like he did get a little bit of the wrist. Felt he got some ball as well. Officials didn't agree.
Well, Sacramento has already scored 56 points. Finley, and it knocks home. Jerry, this is what is in the practice facility of the Dallas Mavericks from last year's Western Conference semis. 207 field goals with 115 layups and dunks. And you look at what Sacramento did in Arco on the 15th of January when they scored 123 points. And here they are with 56 points already in the first 3 minutes and 15 seconds.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a whole lot's changed. Maybe more 3-pointers as opposed to dunks. But
and Mike Bibby, oh boy, how pretty is that?
And defended very well, but just a good defense by Nash and a better shot by Mike Bibby.
6 layups for Sacramento tonight and many rebounds. And with the 58-45 lead, Stojakovic back in with Turkoglu, Christie, Bibby, and Clark. Peja dribbles right around Nowitzki, and an offensive foul. Nash again. Boy, that's Steve Nash or something. He gets in there.
It can appeal to all of us, and you know, to me, that's really what meant the most, that it wasn't something just to decorate your house, but it had a life.
And that's part of our halftime feature coming up here on News 10. We hope you'll stick around for that. 58-45, important here, Jerry, after really controlling play for the entire first half, that the Kings end this half on a strong note and not allow the Mavericks to feel good going into the locker room.
Absolutely. The Kings are shooting 66%, the Mavs only 35%, so you must take advantage of that.
And Steve Nash, 3-point field goal, 10-point game, 2:35 left. Clark 1-on-2, waits for help. Clark picks up the loose ball and dunks it home.
Boy, just a great penetrating move by Hedo Turkoglu. Slipped the ball to Keon. Keon gets the throw down.
60 points for Sacramento. Still 2:20 left here in the second quarter. Finley blocked by Clark. Keon Clark off the rejection.
Well, Keon just stayed right with that one.
Hedo wide open. Nobody on him, but he misses the open shot, and Rafe LaFrentz with the rebound. Good look for Turkoglu. Only a second miss.
Boy, Michael Finley run out of places to change the ball to, and Keon sent that one back home.
Nowitzki's been awfully quiet, and he'll go to the line. Dirk Nowitzki with just 4 points here in the first half.
Watch this nice little driving move. Turkoglu gets Keon Clark around the basket, goes underneath the basket, throw down behind over his head, and now here's the foul on Hedo. Up fake. Dirk Nowitzki may be the best in the league with that up fake. He'll throw it, show it to you, the ball to you, and then show you the head. Stay in one place, draw the contact.
Second foul on Turkoglu. Mavericks, the best free throw shooting team in the league at 83%. And only one miss here tonight. Well, as we just showed you at the half, the Chris Webber collection. Our News 10 update. First half stats, and we'll hear from John Wetzel. Dirk Nowitzki has made all 4 of his free throws. He has 6. And the Mavericks as a team 12 of 13, 10-point game. Sacramento shooting 65% here in the first half. Dominating play. Now they clear it out for Vlade. He's fouled by Rafe LaFrentz.
Well, great patience. Vlade Divac looking for cutters. Both Mike Bibby, Peja Stojakovic, they were defended very well. You see Finley guards Peja. There's Nash with Bibby. So Vlade has to take it one-on-one, able to draw the contact. Rafe LaFrentz.
And Vlade misses the free throw. 60-50.
Vlade showing great patience on that play. Has been putting the ball on the floor maybe a little too quickly in recent games, turning the ball over. That time gave his cutters a chance to clear.
Well, 2 misses for Divac, and Sacramento has missed 3. They're 4 of 7 from the line, and now Dallas can get to within single digits.
They're going to Dirk Nowitzki almost consistently in the half court.
Nowitzki, and he is fouled. The basket counts, and a chance for a 7-point game.
Well, even though Nowitzki's been struggling, Don Nelson really likes to look for mismatches, feels that Nowitzki can get shots against Hedo or anyone. You see Mike Bibby grab around the waist of Nowitzki. Here's another look as Nowitzki sets the screen. You'll see Bibby a little grab there. Nowitzki feels the contact, knocks the shot down.
That's the 3rd foul on Mike Bibby, and now it's 60-53 with 20 left. Sacramento's 13-point lead that I was talking about a moment ago is now down to 7. Quick shot by Bibby, and he's short.
Well, definitely did not have his legs under him on that one.
And now the fans into it. They're all on their feet. Nowitzki's starting to feel it. 5-point game.
Well, Nowitzki, like all great scorers, when he was struggling, he found a way to get points, going to the line and layups, now making jump shots.
Stojakovic has not scored here in the second quarter. And there's a whistle, offensive foul on Dallas. That is only the first in the last 2 minutes. Nash on the foul, his second. Beg your pardon, it is now the penalty situation, and Bibby will go to the line. You got to hit free throws here again. We talked about the momentum, and Sacramento, with 50 seconds left, needs to widen this lead a little bit because, again, when you shoot 63%, you only lead by 5 or 6, and if you're the opposing team, you got to be feeling very good.
Well, right now, you know that Don Nelson feels pretty good. Momentum going his team's way. They have not shot well, and they're only 6 down.
Well, Mike Bibby having himself a heck of a game. He's got 16. That leads all scores. 62-55. Many of the fans still standing here in Dallas. Finley from downtown. And just like that, it's a 4-point game. Sacramento led by as many as 16, Jerry.
Well, these Mavericks are just like the Kings, very explosive. They shoot a lot of threes. Sometimes they miss them.
Stojakovic with an air ball. And now Van Exel will slow it up. Differential of 4.5 seconds on the clock.
High pick and roll situation with Friends and Nash.
Nash now gives to LaFrance. And Bibby with plenty of time left. Bibby in traffic. Christie from 21. Yes.
Oh, big shot. Doug Christie just took his time. Must stop the basketball here.
And they don't get it off in time. They say no basket. I'm sure it will be reviewed. But the official, Rodney Mott, said he did not get it off in time. And no question they'll look at it. And we'll just keep the score at 64-58. But they will review that last shot. Kings leading here at the half. First quarter, Jerry. First quarter, Jerry.
Yeah, Steve, you know, the team was looking for Page a lot better. I don't think the Dallas was quite ready for what the Page would do. Certainly looking to shoot the ball at every opportunity. And I think maybe his teammates didn't look for him quite as much in the second half as they could have as well. And as you said, remarkable. You don't see a lot of turnovers. Of course, one thing about it, the ball is shot pretty quickly before opportunities to turn it over. Hito really came out, I thought, was outstanding, knocking down open three there, moving without the basketball, getting a nice pass from Keon Clark, just absolutely having one of his strongest games, and I thought very solid defensively as well.
Well, they have combined for 28 points, along with 9 rebounds and 5 assists. Bibby and Stojakovic leading the way with 16 and 15 respectively. And for Dallas, Finley and Van Exel combining for 25 points. And it will be Steve Nash starting this third quarter with Michael Finley, LaFrance, Bell, and Nowitzki up front. Sacramento, with knowing that Portland has won their game already in Florida against Orlando, needs to win here or else they will lose further ground to the Trailblazers. LaFrance, nope, and Christie with the rebound. Sacramento with Christie, Bibby, Divac, Stojakovic, and Turkoglu. And there's Rafe LaFrance taking it away from Vlade Divac. Kings turn it over for the 6th time.
Well, Vlade just tried a little hook pass, and Rafe LaFrance timed it perfectly.
And Nowitzki, who ended the second quarter with 11 of the Dallas 19 points, now all of a sudden has 13.
Yeah, LaFrance definitely has got his confidence now. Started very slowly in the first quarter, but came on strong in the second.
An offensive foul, so things not going Sacramento's way to start the third.
Well, that's one thing when you're, I don't care how well you're shooting the basketball, but if you go two trips without a shot,
yep,
that doesn't help you a lot.
Third foul on Stojakovic. 64-60. Kings had a 16-point lead earlier in the first half, and now Rafe LaFrance, and he cuts the lead to 2.
Well, Rafe LaFrance diving to the basket, much like we saw the game how it started.
Hito with the drop step. Nope, Hito gets it back. And the rebound of Nowitzki. Hito got hit right in the bridge of the face. Looks like on the nose, maybe the eye. And now it's a 5-on-4 at the other end. We're tied at 64. 6 straight for Dallas to start the third. And Hito Turkoglu will get the eye looked at during the timeout.
In a week, January, they picked the date. If your team has the best record going in your conference, you, in theory, are the head coach. But again, you cannot do it 2 years in a row. And Grant, it's been kind of tricky the last couple of years. Last year, it was the Kings with the best record, but Nelly got to go, right?
That's right. But, you know, the rules are the rules, Coach. And Rick Alleman and company, who, as you said, should have been there last year, but because of the rules, so they go this year, and Nelly will have a couple days off. Maybe Nelly will end up going to Maui.
Well, I know one thing. It's a great timeout by Rick Alleman. Got Page Stojakovic a nice look, and now an offensive foul on Rafe LaFrance, clearly as he cleared out there. So nice couple of trips by the Kings.
Basket does not count, obviously.
Now watch this screen. As he sets the screen, moves right into Mike Bibby. Clearly an illegal offensive foul. Rafe LaFrance doesn't agree, but it's by definition
it's an easy call.
As illegal as you can be.
That's the third foul on the Friends. Sacramento Stojakovic, after that last basket, those were his first points since the first quarter. Too strong. Rebound Nowitzki. 66-64 Kings.
Hedo Turkoglu seems all right now after getting smacked in the face by Ray
Finley from 25. The rebound, Divac. Yeah, Hedo should have been going to the line. We had a chance to look at the replay during the timeout. He was clearly hit in the face. And Mike Bibby is fouled. And now they're going to call a flagrant foul. 2 shots and the basketball. Foul called on Rafe LaFrentz.
Yeah, now watch this as Mike goes to the basket. You see Rafe LaFrentz comes over, hits him pretty hard. If you're going to call a flagrant on Jim Jackson a while ago, you've got to call flagrant on this one.
But I want to make a distinction here, okay? Rafe LaFrentz made no attempt to block that shot, whereas Jim Jackson clearly made an attempt to go for the ball, and I think that's the difference in the 2 calls.
Well, I don't think either one of them are flagrant. I can tell you right now, because as you'll see, it's just strictly a body. It's body. There's no a slap on the head, toward the head or at the head or anything else. I think they were both non-flagrant. It's a foul. That's what it is.
Yep. Yeah, I guess I don't know what's happened to the so-called hard foul in the NBA, Jerry. And I think you make a great point. The referees are having a difficult time distinguishing what is a good hard foul and what is a flagrant foul.
Yeah, I mean, you know, really, it's hard to hurt a guy with your chest.
And Vlade Divac does not get the roll out of bounds off Doug Christie, so it will stay 68-64. Vlade Divac 2 of 5 shooting.
But just the final word on it, I think, well, you know, if you're going to call that on Jim Jackson, then you got to call it on Rafe LaFrentz. Be consistent with it. That part's fair.
Again, I didn't see Rafe LaFrentz trying to go for the ball, but I agree with you. I don't think that's a flagrant. Maybe off the steal. Here come the Kings with numbers. Now Dallas gets back. Christie. He'll set up the offense. Stojakovic now goes back door. Blocked by Bradley. Peja blocked again. Sean Bradley making his presence felt in that sequence. Now Bibby is on Nowitzki. Christie with a huge rebound. Doug Christie getting up high for that board. That's his 5th.
Being very aggressive.
Divac for Christie. Slapped away. What a defensive play by Nowitzki. Lottie thought he was going to have the dunk.
Now watch this great block by Sean Bradley. Just 7-6, reaches up. Peja still thinks he's going to get one. Another block by Bradley. Now watch this great pass by Christie, but Dirk Nowitzki saves a sure basket and a sure dunk from Vlade Divac.
Well, Nelly not happy with the way Steve Nash is playing. He's going to come out and Nick Van Exel back in. Or rather, Nash stays in, I beg your pardon. They go the other way, and they put Van Exel to run the backcourt with Nash. And he's happy now if he wasn't after that move. Steve Nash makes it 68-66.
Well, Nash always forcing the action.
Bibby a 3. Yes, Mike Bibby's got the stroke going tonight. 71-66. Bibby has 21. Sacramento 5 of 6 from beyond the 3-point circle.
Well, Mike Bibby can pull the trigger quicker than anybody.
And Finley off to the right. And that 3-point shot pulled down by Stojakovic. Hedo. Nice patience. He'll go to the line. Vlade Divac waited just at the right instant to give the ball to Hedo, and he'll earn it from the stripe.
Well, Vlade Divac out high. Back with Hedo Turkoglu, you'll see the look. Finds Hedo going back door on Steve Nash. Michael Finley comes over. Hedo just keeps that total control around the basket, takes it up strong, draws the foul.
First foul on Finley. Second team foul. Well, Smud wants to put a king in your court in Roland Smud's Sacramento Shade Tree program by March 14th, and you will automatically be entered to win the opportunity to have Gerald Wallace plant a shade tree in your yard. Contact Smud directly or check out kings.com for more information. Smud, the power to do more. Hedo, 1 of 2. He's got 14 points, and it's 72-66.
Well, Nick Van Exel came in the second quarter, really ignited the Mavericks. Certainly the Kings want to keep an eye on Nick the Quick.
Now the draw and kick. Finley, 7 to shoot. And Michael Finley banks it home. He's having a good ball game. He's got 17. Uh-oh. And fortunately, Hito Turkoglu was trailing the play, 72-68.
Got a mismatch. Steve Nash guarding Peja Stojakovic.
And Divac foul before he ran into Bradley. The foul was called. And it's on Michael Finley, his second personal. 13th foul on Dallas.
Well, Kings certainly a little bit lucky that was a foul. Certainly, as you'll see the reach in there, there's the foul. Got right on top of the wrist. Good call. But had it not been a foul, there was nobody back. Finley would have had a breakout, but you saw we had the good angle, came right on top of Vlade's wrist before it got to the ball.
Sacramento now 10 of 14 from the line. 73-68.
Well, it seems like the Kings have fought off one good Mavericks run here in the third quarter.
And Vlade Divac extends it to 6. Yeah, the Mavericks came out and scored 6 straight to open up the third. Rick Adelman called the timeout, seemed to settle his guys down, and now it's a Sacramento 6-point lead.
Yeah, that timeout and getting Peja Stojakovic an open look really turned this thing around a little bit.
Vlade Divac fouled. And Dirk Nowitzki got hit on the arm. Looks like the shoulder. Will step to the line where he's made all 5. Now, we told you about Dallas and their free throw shooting. Number 1 in the league.
Now watch this as Vlade goes for the ball. Looks like he gets a lot of ball, but probably got some body as well. Here's another look at it. Definitely what you'd call a hard foul. Definitely going for the ball very strongly.
Well, now Dallas will take a 20-second timeout to check on Dirk Nowitzki. And Vlade wanted to ask the official if he was positive about that call. Well, while we have a chance, why don't we look at the Tower record breaker for tonight. It was February 4th, 1987. The Kings managed only 4 points in the first quarter of a 128-92 loss to the Los Angeles Lakers. The worst start since the inception of the shot clock in 1954. Tower records, no music, no life. Of course, Denver broke the record this season when they scored only 3. And after that ball game, this man here, Jerry Reynolds, was named Kings head coach, replacing Phil Johnson. How about that, Jerry?
Yeah, really, just a tremendous, terrible thing, actually.
Yeah.
The Kings fired Phil Johnson after that, which was a mistake. Phil's an excellent coach, was then, still is, and but sometimes somebody's got to take the fall when a team has a terrible performance. And one of those games where you had some really good shooters just missed open shots. That's all it was.
And Nowitzki to make it a 4-point game. Nowitzki, who started off 0 of 8, has scored 15 now. Nowitzki almost stole it from Turkoglu. And now he does. That was a bad pass. Look out, Van Exel. Christie chasing. And Van Exel with the rare layup. Divac, no. He tried to draw the foul, and there was no contact. Or at least the official said there was no contact, and now the Mavericks can tie down 2. Maybe go ahead with a 3. Boy, that missed by about 2 feet.
That was a howitzer from Dirk Nowitzki. As you said, Vlade Divac really trying to draw the foul, and I think Sean Bradley knew that's what he's trying to do. Didn't bite.
And a foul on Bradley. That's the 14th foul. First foul on Bradley with 6:10 left here in the third quarter. So the Kings will go to the line for the rest of the quarter.
Well, one good thing getting Vlade the ball does occupy Sean Bradley, makes him less of a shot blocking threat.
Hito driving on Dirk Nowitzki. Nicely done. Hito high off the window. He has 16.
And he had to go high. Sean Bradley left Vlade Divac to go after that shot. Hito just kissed it off there nice and high.
76-72. Sacramento by 4. You're joining us late. Kings had a 16-point lead earlier in the first half. Dallas has come back to tie it here in the third, but now it's 76-72. The Mavericks' biggest lead in the game has been 2. And Van Exel, an air ball, and it will be Sacramento basketball with 5:33 left.
Watch Hito as he comes to the basket. You'll see Sean Bradley come over to help Dirk Nowitzki. Hito sees it, little step away, off the glass. You can't do it smoother than that. And on the other end, boy, Doug Christie really got into Nick Van Exel, forced him to take a hurried shot, fell way short.
Bibby now Bradley comes over to And an offensive foul on Hito, his third. Hito, that was a moving pick, and it will go to Dallas. Sacramento with their 9th turnover.
Very similar to what we saw from Rafe LaFrenz earlier. Hito did not maintain position. I think we're going to get to see a good look at it. Moves into Steve Nash, as you see, with that lower shoulder
Good
right
ball.
in front of the official. Screeners just have to learn to hold your position.
Now Van Exel to Finley. Good Sacramento defense. But better passing for Van Exel. And it's into the hands of Mike Bibby.
Well, Nick Van Exel looked like he turned an ankle. He's slow getting up.
Yeah, he is definitely limping at the other end. 5 on 4. Stojakovic. And Peja with the driving layup. Peja Stojakovic. Nicely done. 2 of his 19. And it's 78-72. And now Don Nelson will call a timeout as Van Exel barks at the officials at the other end of the floor. Well, the Kings holding on here. 6-point lead at the half. 6-point lead with 4:45 left third. Get the feeling, Toyota. And Mike Bibby. Nicely done. And he has the drive of the game, taking Dirk Nowitzki to the baseline.
Boy, and just a beautiful body control, right? Rafe LaFrenz comes over as well. Mike just has total control of himself tonight, putting on a shooting exhibition.
Loves playing against Steve Nash and the Mavericks. 78-72. Bradley fouled. And if it's on Hito, it's his 4th. And that could be a concern here. It is on Hito Turkoglu, and Rick Adelman's going to have to get him out of the game for a while.
Well, you see the nice drop-off pass from Nash to Sean Bradley, and Hito really is a good foul because it saves a sure 2.
Sean Bradley at the free throw line. Jim Jackson will replace him. Bradley, a good free throw shooter at 78%. Jim Jackson off the bench, 8 minutes, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Now, how does this change things defensively for Sacramento with Hito out and Jim Jackson in?
Well, that probably means that Peja will have to be forced to guard Nowitzki, and Jim Jackson then take the smaller forward, Walt Williams. Although they may go ahead and try Jim Jackson on Nowitzki, because I don't think he wants to get Peja Stojakovic in foul trouble, and Dirk Nowitzki can certainly do that.
Yeah, Peja already has 3 fouls. Stojakovic trying to break down Finley. Gets the step, running right-hander. Peja Stojakovic. You want to know why he's an all-star? Just replay that one, huh, Jerry?
My, was that pretty.
And Nash off balance. Gets it to fall.
Well, that's a Peja Stojakovic highlight and a Steve Nash highlight, and within 5 seconds. I mean, just 2 great individual offensive maneuvers.
4 minutes left, third quarter.
Well, ESPN could get all their highlights from this game.
And a turnover for Sacramento. That's their 10th.
Well, just nothing there.
Now to kick out Williams, a 3. And Sacramento corralling Vlade Divac with the rebound. Walt Williams just 1 of 5.
Well, Walt Williams is a streak shooter.
Technical foul on Nash. Here comes Philly. Don Nelson got up and he was barking at the official. Steve Nash with a technical foul.
Well, he barked one too many barks.
And so Stojakovic will go to the free throw line and try to make it 81-76.
Well, Don Nelson wants to make sure Steve Nash stays in the game. Calm down.
And now the Kings have missed 5 free throws, Jerry. They're 11 of 16. And Peja, who normally, you put those blindfolds around him and he's going to make them, but he's missed 2 of 4 in this contest. On the shot clock. Kings by 4. Divac, tough fadeaway. Rebound Nowitzki. Not a good shot by Vlade Divac there. Vlade has missed 6 of 8.
Yeah, really forced in that situation. Sean Bradley defended it very well.
And now you're right about the matchup. Without Hito, this is very difficult now. Jim Jackson trying to contend with a much bigger Dirk Nowitzki.
Well, Dirk Nowitzki will shoot the ball over the top of Jim Jackson. 6'5", 7 foot. You'll see spins to the baseline. Jim goes up pretty well, defends it pretty well, but does get right on the upper part of the wrist.
And when you send Nowitzki to the line, it's basically an automatic 2 points. Although you look at his 85 from the line. He's due to miss one of these.
That's one of the mistakes I think sometimes defenders make on these great scorers, trying to block shots, period, on jump shots. You're not likely to do it. And, you know, they're going to miss some of them. You can't assume they're going to make them all. Just challenge the shot. Don't go for the block. And don't put them on the line.
Dirk, perfect from the line. He's 8 of 8. Double-double. See, there you go, Jerry. Told you about the percentages.
It never fails, does it?
Jim Jackson now again at the other end. He's going against a much bigger player. And, oh, my goodness! Jim Jackson! Oh, you don't like that? You don't like NBA basketball.
Well, he went at the much bigger player and threw it down right on top of the bigger player. These Dallas fans have seen that. Jim Jackson averaged 26 points a game for this franchise.
And Philly with a 3 to make it 82-80.
Well, like I said, ESPN could get all their highlights from this game. They don't need to see any other games. It's all right here.
Now Nowitzki comes out of mismatch. Jim Jackson, and he walked. The 11th turnover.
We'll get a good look at Jim Jackson's move on Dirk Nowitzki. Looks like that he really has nowhere to go, but he finds a place right in between Bradley and Nowitzki. 7'6", 7 foot. Just you're not sure. Keep him from blocking it. Throw it down through the middle. And boy, that was a wham jam.
And there's a foul on Sacramento down away from the ball. It's on Jim Jackson. That's the 14th foul. Third foul on Jackson. One thing about Dallas, they had capitalized on the Kings' turnovers with 15 points off 11 turnovers.
Yeah, Jim getting a little uptight. Needs to calm down a little bit.
Keon Clark's going to check in.
Yeah, Keon was really outstanding in that first half.
Peja Stojakovic will come out, get a breather. 31 minutes of action for Peja, 21 points.
They'll get this 2 minutes here and then plus the quarter break. So definitely Rick Adelman trying to get his star some extra time.
Now they double Van Exel. Finley looking for the lead. And Dallas has an 83-82 advantage.
So many weapons, you just really can't cover everybody.
That's the 9th 3 of the game for the Mavericks. And now a foul's been called on Sacramento's Doug Christie. Christie with his first, and the Mavericks will get it back.
You see Keon Clark with the ball. There you see a little, both bodies coming together. Michael Finley, official said, felt like had the better position. But those really hurt when it takes your team away from its own possession.
Van Exel, one-on-one with Bibby. And he's going to be called for a travel. Van Exel walked with the basketball, and the Kings get it back.
Yeah, it looked like he may have hooked Mike as well. Certainly, the official said he traveled. Get a good look at it here. Now watch that right hand hooks Mike as well, and then a little quick shuffle step. Officials got the right call.
Bibby splits the defense. And hits to give Sacramento the 84-83 lead. Mike Bibby with 23.
Mike Bibby, what patience and poise there. Ball knocked loose. Didn't panic. Just waited to get the ball back. Took his shot.
All right, Van Exel will again try Mike Bibby out. And that time Bibby picks up the foul, his 4th. And Van Exel to the line. Nick Van Exel tonight 2 of 2 from the stripe.
Mike Bibby feels that Nick Van Exel is kind of throwing him off. There you see the little movement of the hand there again. Officials felt that Mike created the contact. Look from our angle like Mike's got a pretty good argument. Trying to say, hey, he's using his right hand to throw me off.
Well, now Mike's got to be careful for a while because there's 12 minutes of basketball left plus 53 seconds, and he has 4 fouls. And Van Exel, who shoots from 18 feet away from the line, misses the first. And now Stojakovic is going to re-enter for Bibby. The official scorer telling Bob Delaney that Peja walked on the floor during Van Exel's free throw.
He actually did.
Yeah.
Fortunately for the Kings, no violation called.
Does the referee have to see that to make the call? He can't go by what someone says at the table, can he?
Exactly right.
He misses both of them. And so the Kings, with 50 seconds left, a 1-point lead. Clark, short. And now fouls. 36 seconds left. Keon Clark with his third.
Well, Keon had just missed a short jump shot. Really tries to get to the offensive board. Not in position to do it.
Dirk Nowitzki, 8 of 9 line. 11 rebounds, 16 points. You see Kings have missed 5, Dallas 4. One thing about Dallas this year, they are 19-1 here at American Airlines Center when they lead after 3 quarters of play. Raja Bell in, Finley out.
Well, Dallas is one of the teams that's so good offensively. They just keep the pressure on you on the offensive end. Keep scoring the basketball, and certainly we've seen that here in the second, third quarters.
And Dallas has the 1-point advantage. 85-84. Now pressure in the backcourt. Divac. Alley-oop. Oh, my goodness! Jerry Reynolds, how did he catch that ball?
I tell you what, he just had about half the ball. The rim kind of kept it there so he could smush it down. That was a fantastic play. Great timing. Vlade Divac, Keon Clark, another ESPN highlight, I might add.
Jerry, you want to go work for ESPN for crying out loud.
My goodness, if they don't get these on there, then they can't talk about having highlights.
86-85. From 27 feet, terrible shot by Van Exel. And the Kings with time. Christie. Catch, fire, yes, at the buzzer, Doug Christie. Oh, boy. And Doug Christie with 8. And Sacramento will have the ball and a 3-point lead when we start the fourth quarter. We have got a dandy here from Dallas. Be right back on News 10. Keon Clark steering that in.
That was just an unbelievable play. Look at the pass. It gets almost caught on the rim. That's not a dunk. That's a squish.
Sacramento 10-2 on the road this year when they lead going into the fourth quarter. And nice defense by Williams to break that up. Dallas. Kings with their 13th turnover. It's Van Exel starting with Raja Bell, Nowitzki, Williams, and the Friends. Seven to shoot. And that's tremendous defense by Keon Clark.
That's the way you play a guy like Nowitzki. Just stay in position, be long, make him shoot over the top.
Stojakovic. Nope. Rebound Williams. All right, now Clark comes out to show on Van Exel.
Keon's going to stay on Dirk Nowitzki. You got to like this. If he can.
And Nowitzki to make it a 1-point contest. Dirk Nowitzki now with 20 points.
The thing Keon will have to adjust to realize is that Dirk Nowitzki is just looking to shoot the ball wherever he can see space.
Divac kicks out Jim Jackson inside the 3-point line, off to the left. Clark offensive rebound. Peja around Raja Bell. Divac with the tip. Vlade got position on Rafe LaFrance.
Just muscled Rafe LaFrance, took him right to the hoop with the tip.
And Nowitzki showing his athleticism off the spin.
May have to get Hedo Turkoglu back in the game to guard Nowitzki. Just maybe too mobile for Keon Clark in most situations.
90-89. Now Christie. Doug Christie. 5 to shoot. Divac. And he beats the shot clock. Vlade Divac coming up big with 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. 92-89 Sacramento.
That was a circus shot.
Van Exel off the bench has 14. Shot clock at 8. Raja Bell. Far corner Williams. Walt with a second 3. Walt Williams. We're tied at 92.
Well, an open look by Walt Williams. Kings defense just finally broke down. Walt is very much a streak shooter.
Divac from Christie's foul. Beautiful look inside from Doug Christie, who has 6 assists tonight.
Watch Vlade Divac on his shot. Shot clock's running down. He knows it. Ball fake, has to get it up. A lot of arch, leaves your TV screens briefly, but gets in the middle of the net.
Steve Nash, 10 points, 11 assists. 4 of 7 back in for the Mavericks. Raja Bell exits.
Well, Steve Nash, much like Mike Bibby, even when he's not shooting well, will find a way to be valuable, getting 11 assists, even though he has 10 points, which is below what you normally expect.
Vlade Divac with the 11 points. And off to the right, Nowitzki pulls it down. Sacramento, 12 of 18 from the line. And don't think that the misses aren't huge when you're playing in this building in the fourth quarter. Nowitzki looking to give Dallas the lead. 94-93.
Well, Dirk Nowitzki just simply has gotten better each quarter.
Divac against Rafe LaFrance. Taken away. Mavericks come back 3-on-3. Stojakovic cuts off Williams and he fouls him. And for Peja, that's his 4th personal foul, and we have a timeout. 8 minutes and 44 seconds left. Dallas up 94-93. Walt now to Rafe LaFrance. Oh my goodness. That may be the worst shot Rafe has ever taken.
That's what you call a short arm.
Wow.
I mean, he could not pull the trigger and finish it off there. That elbow must have felt like it weighed 400 pounds.
Scott Pollard, watching at home, who played at Kansas with Rafe, maybe has seen worse shots than that, but I haven't. And Clark, and it counts. Put it in the book. That sent him to the line. Keon Clark, the lead back to Sacramento.
Keon doing some spectacular things on a regular basis here tonight. Got the ball in deep here. Nice pass, Jim Jackson. Looks like he's going to shoot it. Nice head fake by Keon. Took the contact, then takes the ball up strong and quick.
95-94. Michael Finley is going to re-enter the contest for the Mavericks. And Rafe LaFrance, with his 5th foul, sits down.
And I think Don Nelson's really not been particularly happy with Rafe LaFrance's play of late. Wants to get maybe a more athletic team, even though it's smaller on the floor.
Keon 6 of 9 from the field, hits the free throw. Keon Clark with 13 big points off the bench, and it's 96-94 Sacramento. Williams kicks out Nash from beyond the 3-point line, hits it. So Dallas living with the 3-point field goal. They're now 11 of 24, and they have the lead back at 97-96. Jackson posting. Jim Jackson, no, rebound Williams.
And Jim Jackson had a better shot than he realized.
And Dallas misses from downtown. Keon Clark foul by Nowitzki. And for Dirk Nowitzki, it's only his 2nd. 3rd team foul on Dallas. So the Kings turn now to try to retake the lead. See if the Kings go to Hedo Turkoglu with Walt Williams on him. Now they have a switch. Hedo to the left. Nash knows he's going to go to the left and fouls him. Steve Nash and maybe Walt Williams, who came over to help defensively, got him on the arm as well. I think it's going to be on the Wizard, Walt Williams.
Well, Hedo Turkoglu saw Steve Nash guard and took the ball to the basket. You'll see how Walt Williams came over at the last second, got some of Hedo's arm, and that's where the foul occurred. But really created a mismatch on that high pick and roll, much like what we're seeing the Dallas Mavericks accomplish against the Kings.
And again, we're tied at 97. Dallas owner Mark Cuban doesn't miss a game, in and out. Sacramento, Jerry, really hurting themselves from the line. They are now 14 of 21.
Well, you just can't give away points like that, and that's what you're doing. Free throws are just that, free throws. Should be free points.
Trouble here. Finley has Bibby. Now Keon Clark. Van Exel. Rebound Clark.
Keon doing a terrific job on the defensive board.
Bibby. Now Jim Jackson. Long. Sacramento with their 14th turnover. Dallas has only turned it over 7 times. Dallas has 18 points off turnovers and a chance for 2 more here. 97-97 with 6:40 left. Ito playing with 4 fouls. A left wing 3. And the Dallas Mavericks have their biggest lead of the game.
Well, created by the Dirk Nowitzki double team. He creates so many problems in there. You got to give help when you do. Someone's open.
Clark against Dirk turns. And it falls for Keon Clark. 1-point game. Clark with 15. We approach the halfway point here in the 4th. Now they double Nowitzki, and he turns away from it and just hits the pop. Dirk is in a groove, Jerry, with 26 after starting off 0 of 8. He has now hit 8 of 19 overall.
Well, if anyone wonders why he's called a superstar, that's why. He simply makes his team better.
Ito. Off balance. And Van Exel has it. Ito gave up his dribble too soon there.
Too soon, really didn't have the shot. Walt Williams right in his face.
Nash runs away from Bibby. Nowitzki gives the head fake to Ito. And that is just tremendous defense as Nowitzki walks with the basketball. What a 2-man game they are defended by Sacramento. Kings ball when we come.
Number 2, make your free throws down the stretch. You must get your easy points. And third, find Mike Bibby. He's 9 for 14 against Steve Nash. Mike Bibby can get some open looks.
Bibby with 23 points. He'll be out there with Hedo Turkoglu, Jim Jackson, Peja Stojakovic, and Keon Clark. Bradley in for Dallas with Nowitzki, Nash, Finley, and Van Exel. Ito wide open, looking to tie the game. No. Jackson, 1-point game. Jim Jackson got in there for the offensive putback.
Great hustle play. Jim Jackson using that timing and strength to get inside a Maverick defender.
No Chris Webber, no Bobby Jackson, no Scott Pollard. But yet the Kings going right down to the wire against the team with the best record in the NBA. Through the hands of Bradley, and Stojakovic not able to save from going out of bounds. 8 left on the 24.
Really hard to say on that ball. Looked like it may have been out of bounds, been King's ball, but Peja had to do the right thing, hustle for it, wasn't sure, almost came up with a spectacular play.
Walt Williams in, Bradley out, as Nelly looks for more offense. And the shot clock at 6. Nowitzki, that's way off the target, and Jim Jackson has it. Kings can take the lead on this trip. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left. Hope you're enjoying this one on News 10. It has been a good one right from the start. Kings with a 16-point lead in the first half, trying to hang on and pick up the road victory here in Dallas. Shot clock only at 5. And Walt Williams with the rebound for the Mavericks.
Kings using up maybe too much clock, setting up that play set out high.
Nash calls out the play. Finley, 3. Rebound Clark.
Both teams' shots coming much more difficult now.
Bibby, nope, won't go. And it comes out, and it's last touch by the Mavericks. Kings will have it with 3:43 left here in the 4th.
Nice little floater, Mike Bibby. A very difficult shot, but almost got it to fall.
Peja. Yes. Peja Stojakovic with a 3-ball. And the Kings have the lead. 104-102. Stojakovic with 24.
Clutch player making tough shots.
Nash gets a step on Bibby. And the layup is in and out. Careful here for Stojakovic. Now transition.
Boy, a good break for the Kings. Nice drive. Steve Nash put it up soft. unfortunately rolled out.
Turkoglu on Walt Williams, not a good defender. Hito breaks him down and misses.
Hito making that shot tougher than it was. Really could have went right to the rack.
A three shot by Van Exel. Halfway down and out. Nick Van Exel and the Mavericks now 12 of 28 as a team beyond the three-point line, and Rick Adelman wants to diagram a play in the timeout. 2 minutes, 47 seconds left. Here from Dallas, Stojakovic, a three-point field goal. Sacramento by 2 in produce. How about Jim Jackson? It's been a game of remarkable plays, so let's not forget about Keon Clark, who has been spectacular off the bench right here in 2 of his 15.
Yeah, Keon Clark has made about 5 remarkable plays, but those by Jim Jackson and Keon Clark, both of the spectacular variety. And as you said, Grant, I mean, we've seen 24 spectacular plays here by both teams tonight.
All right, Sacramento trying to widen their lead. Let's see what Rick Adelman has drawn up after the timeout. Nash stays on Bibby. Stojakovic, 5 on the shot clock. Peja. Off balance, no. Rebound, Nowitzki. He was fouled in the back, but they didn't get the call, and now the Dallas Mavericks quickly back.
As we can see, defense is tightening up both teams. Shots are getting a little tougher to find.
Let's see if they go to Nowitzki on the block. Now on top, Van Exel. 3 to shoot from the foul line. Rebound, Clark. Oh, has he been gigantic off the Kings bench. And with 2 minutes left, Sacramento with the ball, leading 104-102.
He has been a vacuum cleaner, just sucking every leather ball out of the area.
Bibby, off balance, he's fouled, and he'll go to the line. He was fouled by Steve Nash, and Mike Bibby can put Sacramento up by 4 with 1:51 left.
And that shot's created because Mike Bibby can deliver the shot so quickly. Watch him come off here, just gets it up so quickly. Steve Nash tries to stop, can't do it. Mike's already got the shot away. That's just a technique that Mike has that very few players in this league has. Can catch and shoot, just stop on a dime and give you 9 cents change.
And you know what, Jerry, Mike felt the pressure too, and he did a nice job of making sure that Nash got him. Well, Pepsi is helping Krispy Kreme donuts. Well, we'll get to that in just a minute. 105-102. And Bibby makes it 106-102. Minute 50 left, and the Kings now on defense.
Well, pressure starting to revert now to the Mavs, even though they're home team. They know they've got to score this trip.
And with Dallas, you have to be so weary of the three-point attempts, like Finley, now from about 18, 2-point game. 106-104. 90 seconds left here from Dallas. Sacramento trying to beat the Mavericks shorthanded. Stojakovic. Finley falls down, and Peja says, oh, Jackson, no. Tip, no. And here comes Nowitzki. Good opportunity there.
Well, just a great look by Peja, and then Jim Jackson, great position on the inside for a tip.
Van Exel. Finley looking for a lead. Finley has 28. Dallas.
Stojakovic coming off of maybe a double screen, trying to get a good look, and then if not, he can't. Mike Bibby trying to break down Steve Nash in a one-on-one situation.
Bibby gets it from Clark. Off balance is Bibby. Doesn't matter. Kings have the lead back. Mike Bibby, huge basket. Now it's time to play some defense. 50 seconds left.
Mr. Clutch makes those tough ones look easy.
Rafe LaFrance now to Van Exel. 10 on the shot clock. Sacramento on top, 108-107. Nowitzki spinning in. Dallas with the lead. 31 seconds left. What a theory of the game here from Dallas. Bibby. Hito from downtown. No. Oh, if you don't like that, NBA basketball. Keon Clark, tall, big, and the Kings have the 110-109 lead. Oh, boy. Keon Clark with 16.5 left. Clark has 17. What can you say about Keon Clark, Jerry Reynolds?
Well, he has just been spectacular. Every minute he's been on the floor, we're going to get a good look at Mike Bibby making a tough shot. Steve Nash defending this very well. A little step back, gets it away too quick, right in the middle. Huge hoop. And Dirk Nowitzki, not to be denied, spins away from Jim Jackson. You see 3 purple shirts come after him, but Dirk, a great one that he is, knocks it down. And now Hito has a good look, doesn't get it, but watch Keon right in the middle of 2 Dallas Mavericks, the tip and the throwdown. Boy, Keon has been big. Another look, perfect timing and a perfect throwdown. Keon has been big all night, maybe the difference maker.
So now Dallas with an opportunity, down 1. Nash, Nowitzki. Nowitzki has 28. He and Michael Finley leading all scorers, 28 apiece. Keon Clark, 17 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 8 of 11. And this would be as big of a win as the Kings have had this year if they could hold on. We talked about the Big 3 versus the Kings this season. January 15th, they had off nights, but tonight at home, 28, 28, and 13 for Nash.
Well, Doug Christie back in the game, defensive purposes. Obviously, all you need is a stop and a rebound.
Last night, it was Nick Van Exel with the game winner up in Utah as Dallas beat the Jazz 92-90. What about tonight? 16.5 seconds left.
Well, they have 5 perimeter shooters on the floor, 5 guys who can play off the dribble. Very difficult challenge for the Kings defense.
Here we go. Down to 8. Nowitzki. Rebound Christie, and the Kings have beat the Dallas Mavericks. Oh boy, what a win. No Weber, no Jackson, no Pollard. It just doesn't matter. And the Kings, arguably their biggest win of the year. They beat the Dallas Mavericks 110-109. What a goody 48-minute performance by the Sacramento Kings. Wow. And it is quiet like a library here in Dallas, Texas.
Peja Stojakovic hurt that wrist on that latch. Great defensive effort, certainly trying to stretch it out. But boy, what an effort guarding Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk had a look, but it was a tough look, Grant, and the Kings got it back. What a great defensive stand. Here it is. It's down to the wire. You know you got a lot of firepower on the floor for the Dallas Mavericks. You got a lot of good defenders for the Sacramento Kings. One-on-one, Peja Stojakovic showing he can guard the all-star. Ball fakes. Nowitzki has to fade away. Does, misses it, and there's Doug Christie, Keon Clark, everybody on the Kings able to get the loose ball. Great defensive stance.
Here's another look as Nowitzki
has to take a tough fadeaway jump shot. That's all you can do as a defender, make him take a tough shot. Peja Stojakovic did that, played like an all-star on both ends of the floor tonight, rebounded, scored. Watch his defense. Dirk, a great basketball player, has to take a very difficult shot, not able to hit it. Kings, huge win.
And how about Mike Bibby? Think he's excited? Well, Jerry Reynolds, we will come back.
Yes,
Sacramento. They win it 110-109. We'll be right back here on News 10.
Body out, find a body.
59-51, Clippers with the ball, and Brand Olowokandi